Hello friends. Today we are going on an exciting journey to the highest place on Earth, Mount Everest. This mountain is not only the tallest in the world, but also one of the most dangerous and fascinating places humans have ever explored. Let's discover the most amazing, shocking, and dangerous facts about the mighty Mount Everest. 1. Where is Mount Everest? Mount Everest is part of the Himalayan mountain range. It sits right on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China. On the Nepal side, people call it Sagarmatha, which means goddess of the sky. On the Tibetan side, it is called Komolungma, which means mother goddess of the world. The area around Everest is full of glaciers, valleys, and smaller peaks. It is part of the Mahalangur Himal subrange of the Himalayas. Nepal has the southern base camp, and Tibet has the northern base camp. Climbers from all over the world come to both sides to start their journey up the tallest mountain in the world. 2. The tallest mountain on Earth. Everest rises to 8,849 meters, or about 29,032 feet above sea level. That's nearly the height where airplanes fly. Imagine stacking more than 20 skyscrapers on top of each other. That's how tall Everest is. When you stand at the top, you are literally standing on the highest point on our planet. But this great height is also what makes it so difficult and dangerous to climb. 3. The deadly death zone. Above 8,000 meters, there is a place called the death zone. Here, the oxygen is so thin that people can barely survive. Breathing feels like gasping after running a marathon, even when you are standing still. Your body becomes weak, your brain slows down, and every step is a struggle. Climbers can only stay here for a few hours before it becomes life-threatening. Most deaths on Everest happen in this zone. 4. The scary Rainbow Valley. Close to the summit, there is a place called Rainbow Valley. The name sounds colorful and fun, but it is very sad. It is called Rainbow Valley because of the bright jackets and gear of climbers who never made it down. The freezing cold keeps everything preserved for decades. This area is a reminder to all climbers that Everest must always be respected. 5. The powerful winds. The top of Everest touches the jet stream, a powerful band of wind high in the atmosphere. Here, winds can blow over 200 miles per hour, stronger than most hurricanes. These winds can freeze skin in seconds, rip apart tents, or even blow climbers off the mountain. Climbers usually wait for a special weather window in May, when the winds calm down for just a few days. This is their only chance to reach the summit safely. 6. Avalanches and ice falls. One of the most dangerous areas on the climb is the Khumbu Icefall, found near the southern base camp in Nepal. It looks like a frozen waterfall, with giant towers of ice as tall as buildings. But these ice blocks are always moving, shifting, and sometimes crashing down. Climbers must cross deep cracks in the ice using ladders tied together with ropes. One wrong step here can be deadly. 7. An ocean on the top of the world. Did you know that the summit of Everest is made of limestone with seashells and fossils? That's right. The highest point on Earth was once at the bottom of an ocean. Millions of years ago, when the Indian plate pushed into the Asian plate, the land rose up to form the Himalayas. That's why climbers standing on the peak are standing on what was once ocean floor. 8. Climbing without oxygen. Most climbers use oxygen tanks near the top, but a few brave people try to climb without oxygen. This is one of the hardest challenges in the world. Without oxygen, the body becomes extremely weak, and many climbers do not survive. Only a small number have succeeded. It's the ultimate test of human strength. 9. Incredible records. Everest has many world records. The youngest climber was only 13 years old. The oldest climber was over 80 years old. A Sherpa named Kami Rita has climbed Everest more than 25 times, more than anyone else in history. The fastest climb from base camp to the top took less than 11 hours. And in 2005, a helicopter even landed on the summit, something once thought impossible. 10. Everest is still growing. Everest is not fixed in height. Because of Earth's moving plates, the mountain grows about 4 millimeters every year. Earthquakes in the region can also change its height slightly. This means Everest is still alive, slowly rising higher into the sky. 11. The Sherpa heroes. The Sherpa people of Nepal are the true heroes of Everest. They are expert climbers who guide others, carry heavy supplies, and prepare the dangerous routes. Sherpas are naturally adapted to thin air and can survive where most people cannot. Without them, very few climbers would ever reach the summit. 12. The trash problem. Over the years, thousands of climbers have left behind old tents, ropes, food wrappers, and empty oxygen bottles. This has made Everest one of the dirtiest high mountains in the world. But today, many cleanup groups are working hard to remove waste. In recent years, tons of garbage have been carried down, helping to save the beauty of the Himalayas. Closing a mountain of wonder and danger. Mount Everest is more than just the tallest mountain. It is a place of beauty, mystery, and danger. It stands between Nepal and Tibet, guarded by glaciers, avalanches, and powerful winds. It holds seashells from ancient oceans, the courage of the Sherpa people, and the dreams of climbers from all over the world. Standing on the summit is like touching the sky, but it is also one of the hardest challenges on Earth. Everest reminds us that nature is stronger than humans, but also that the human spirit can achieve the impossible. That is why Mount Everest will always be known as the roof of the world.